Okay. This is a Saturday afternoon. We have a little bit of time for us to just record some of the things that's been going on. Tom here has been getting more familiar with living in Cameroon than any of us. Tom, first of all, show us what you have over here.
What?
The cutlass.
Okay, this is a cutlass. At home they call it a machete. And it's for cutting wood, this one, or for carving. And you can get a smaller one that's lighter. That's for cutting grass. That's the only way they can cut the grass.
In a little bit we're going to show you how Tommy can use these. I've never swung one of these yet, but Tom has. He knows just how to use it. But Tom, you've made something with this, haven't you?
Yes.
Show me what you've made.
I made this out of a stick. It's plain. This is the wings of the bark, and this is just the back wing is just a piece of the wood, a chip that was fit in between a little slit I made in the back.
All
and
made with a cutlass. Now, Tom, you came here to Cameroon with a little football game, right?
Yes.
Tell me what happened to that football game.
The football game I sold.
For how much?
For 700 francs.
Yeah? What'd you do with the money?
I bought a bike.
He bought a bicycle. 700 francs is a little over $2. For a little over $2, he bought a bicycle. What was this? A Schwinn bike? 10-speed?
Wooden bike.
Would you please bring it up here for show and tell? This was a custom-made bike, was it not?
Yes.
Custom-made out of nothing. The boy who made this can make about how many of these a day?
3.
3 a day. All made with a cutlass. Tell us how he put it together.
He made all the pieces. He just carved away, and then he had to nail it together. But he gave me he didn't give me this attached.
Yeah.
The steering
all 2 pieces.
part. So it was in 2 pieces, and it
Look at that steering wheel. All one piece, curved right over. Oh, it's probably 10 nails in this whole thing.
yeah.
A rubber tire.
They call axles spindles.
Yeah.
So they didn't give me a spindle, so I had to get one of Matthew's, who's my friend here.
Yeah.
Which is for the front, and then I had to assemble the front part myself.
So anyway, it works quite well. We've been learning a lot about here. Everything is different. Everything is more difficult. Last 2 nights we came home in the dark, just after it got dark. 2 nights ago, Tom, we're coming home, and what do you hear? No, that was last night. 2 nights ago.
What did I hear?
Yeah. Help!
Oh,
Help!
help! Mr. Stevens, Gary Stevens, my friend Matthew's father, was in a chicken coop. He's yelling out to me, help! There's no light. I walk over. Chickens,
No light. 250 chickens, and 2 of them are dead.
And
He needed a little help.
yeah.
Anyway, then we're walking down Zion Avenue last night, coming back here to the Gulmans, and a couple of people cross our path. And then Tommy and I are up ahead. We don't have the light. The girls are behind us by about 50 yards with the flashlight. And who comes walking up the other end but
A pig.
a hog? He had his high heels on. And what did he say to us?
Hello, how are you?
No, he said, he just kept walking on. You never know what you're going to find on Zion Avenue. You never know what you're going to find on these roads, too. Just this past week, I heard about 2 vehicles that overturned. We've been telling you that the roads are pretty bad. What that means is that cars tip over. But it's no problem. They only tip over on their side. So everybody just gets out and they get the car back on again, and then you just go on your way. A day in the life in Cameroon. Tom, why don't we go over here so you can show us how to use that cutlass, all right? Hey, Tom, you have a cutlass. Now this is a wood cutlass. It's not made for grass, and it's really not all that sharp. but it'll give you an idea as to how these cutlasses work. Go ahead, Tom. And that's how we cut grass around here.
The whole yard. Everything.
Thank you, Tom. Everybody has some projects around here. Krista and Mama have been working on a rug. Tell us about it, Krista.
Well, we just happened to be over at our friend's house, Mrs. Burgess, Margie Burgess, and we just happened to have been making a cake for our parents. Well, after that, she said, have you ever done a hook rug? And Stephanie said, yes, we have. So she said, would you like to finish this rug that I started 10 billion years ago? So she gave it to us, and this is how much that they have done. Well, me and Stephanie and Mom have been working on all that, and we do it pretty much. And I'll show you how you do it. One string. See, and there's these little. Wait, let me just. Okay, well, there's these little strings there, right? Yarn. Okay. Now, what? And there's a hook. All right. And the hook has a little flappy thing there, and you need that flappy thing. And Daddy, if you will just point the camera down, and I'll show you on your lap. You go take that. You put the hook in. Yeah. And then you bring that little flappy thing like that. You take that, make it, fold it, and make it even. Pull it through, go up, and make that flappy thing go over. Take the two strings, bring it over, and then pull. Put your two fingers over there, that helps. And there you go. You did it. And then
Terrific.
you keep on doing it all the way over until you finish.
Well, thank you very, very much.
And I'll show you what the fireplace, what the picture is. See, it's supposed to be upside down. A fireplace. And here's the pot. And I think these are bricks.
Well, we'll be seeing this again when it's all done. So far, a thing of beauty. Wouldn't you say so, Miss Stephanie?
Yeah. And look at the back of it. The back of it you could see. Hello. I wanted to demonstrate the American umbrella to the African umbrella. The American umbrella is very, very, very small compared to the African umbrella. The African umbrella is extremely big. I'll show you. This is the American umbrella. It's a nice umbrella. This is the African umbrella. You can't see the difference one's bigger, that one's small. This one has a little bit more room to hold on.
Well, thank you very much.
76, it's still on. Today, me and Matthew had been outdoors and we were going to spy on him. And then we heard from these kids that jujus are coming, which are witch doctors. They draw spells and stuff. So we ran there and we waited there 20 minutes until we saw the jujus. First they started running down the street. There's a couple of them. And we could not see them. I could only see them with my binoculars. And they went inside market and they bought, I don't know what they did in market. But then they spent time in market for about another 20 minutes and then they came out and they ran down the street further to this little house where they wanted to rest. And they drank and then they came out again and they were wild. I mean, they were jumping up on cars and they were hitting people on the head with sticks, and others had knives and were swinging them at people.
Why don't you demonstrate over here what they were doing?
Okay, well, these two messengers from the juju, they were dressed in red, and they had these big swords, and they would start singing, and then when the sun was in, they would hit their swords together 2 times, real hard, and then they would start singing again, and they would run up and down, and they would swing their swords at people. And then the first juju who came was just a man who had he had a big leather dress, and he was riding around, and he had 2 very big sticks, and he was hitting people with. He had a mask, like it was brown, but you could see through it, all over his head. And then the second one who came had the same thing, but he had a mask on his head, not here, on his head. It started here, and then it up like that. So it looked like he was like this, and the mask was like, and then they came, and then they ran into this place where they were going to spend the night, and tomorrow they would be able to see them again. And they, well, after, then the third juju came, and he had feathers on, and he had a shield, and he had a stick that looked like a sword, and he was the wildest. He would jump up on cars, and stomp on them, make dents, and then run up, and he would hit people that were kneeling, because when you kneel, it means that you are obeying them. He would still hit people who were kneeling, and he was hitting people hard who were not, and he was
Did the
wild.
juju chase you?
The juju came very close to me. Actually, that juju just walked right past because he saw this sign, GBTS, Christian Cameroon Baptist Theological Seminary. So he went, then once he got past us, and he was going to go into this little road where he would spend the night. So he took a spear because other people were yelling, Juju, Juju, and he threw it at the people. It wind caught up, so it went like that, so it didn't hit anyone. But he ran and then he beat them. And that's the Celestial song of the Juju.
Well, look what we have here.
I didn't notice it, but I always
Nice Tommy Swanson brought a new friend into the Gullman's bedroom.
See, I don't think I ever looked at it with my glasses on with the eyes before. I didn't know there was such tiny slits.
Okay, you're
Well, they
holding him
usually aren't. That maybe is a oriental one.
very still. I am going to get a close-up of this guy. But shut him off though.
Lots of
He's in
creases.
perfect focus.
And he's got green stripes on it, and he's got
He's
that.
winking at me.
No, he's looking at
Just to see how close we can
The
get.
toes also, the 4 toes, 2 and 2, opposite. That's different than the traditional 1 and 4. The 2 and, yeah.
I hope you show this in the United States that grandmothers are not afraid of chameleons.
And when you get 2 of them together, you just have another
You're
dynamic.
touching them almost.
They turn black if it's 2 males, I guess.
What a riot. Oh, hold him up there and just see if he, I think I have a recollection of him, maybe doesn't like those kind. Flies he can handle.
Now he's looking.
Maybe you can see little insects flying about. That's what I'm trying to get for you. They are flying ants. And what the children do around here is they run around early in the morning and they catch them and they pick off the wings and then they eat them. The ants are only ant size, but the wings are about an inch each. So they fly very cumbersomely and very easy to catch. And they're supposed to be very tasty. We're not going to check it out though. Flying ants. A breakfast delicacy. These delightful little birds are called weavers. And they have that name because of how they make their nests. They just suspend it from a tree and just weave it about. So many of the birds around here are yellow like this. There's a wide variety of weavers.
Good morning, Tom. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rob. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Come on now, try again. You can do it.
Oh, I thought I got it.
Yay!
4 tries. Yeah.
Very good. Happy birthday, Rob.
Thank you.
And guess what Irma made for you? Special.
Muffins.
What kind?
Bran.
Bran muffins.
No idea you were a favorite of yours.
You didn't know that, Rob? You didn't know that, Irma? You had no idea? Unbelievable.
Because we love them.
The Lord knew.
Fans.
Yep.
Well, this is something else. They're fresh too. They're warm.
Oh, they're just
Daddy always makes brain muffins.
They're so warm. Look what happened to my candle.
What happened to the candle?
Oh, no, it's a little yellow.
Ooh.
This one's mine.
Boy, that's evidence that they're fresh.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Corn muffins, he never makes apple muffins. The only thing he makes is bread
Pass them around
muffins.
town. Let's give her high five. Let me use this.
Yeah, since Daddy's the birthday boy, he gets to pass them out.
So is it September the 3rd?
That's what it is.
September the 3rd?
Yes, it is.
That's today.
Well, this is a good one for today. Thou whom my soul loveth, from Song of Solomon 1:7. It is wonderful to be able to say of the Lord Jesus, thou whom my soul loveth. Many can only say they hope they love him, they trust they love him, but only a poor and shallow experience will be content to stay here. No one should give any rest to a spirit until he feels quite sure about this vitally important matter. We should not be satisfied with the superficial hope that Jesus loves us and with the bare trust that we love him. The old saints spoke positively and plainly. Paul said, I know whom I have believed, 2 Timothy 1:12. I know that my Redeemer liveth, said Job. Get positive knowledge of your love for Jesus. True love for Christ is the Holy Spirit's work in every case. He is the cause of it. Why do we love Jesus? Because he first loved us and gave himself for us. We have life through his death. We have peace through his blood. Though he was rich for our sakes, he became poor. Why do we love Jesus? Because of the excellency of his person. We are filled with a sense of his beauty, his greatness, goodness, and loveliness combined to enthrall the soul until the soul overcome with love, it exclaims, yea, he is altogether lovely. This is a blessed love, a love that binds the heart with chains softer than silk and firmer than stone. Lord Jesus, thank you for loving us and for giving us the courage that we need. And thank you this morning that love spills over to other people, to your people. And we love love, and we thank you that you have given them to us as a gift for this campus of our family. That you have given him as a husband to Priscilla and a father to the children. And many other relationships with Jesus. But he's your son, and he celebrates a birthday. And we pray that it will be sweet and blessed for him, even though some of the things he may be used to are not here. But the spirit of the day, the beauty of the day, the wonder of the day, and the joy of the day will wake up for those things. That he will especially experience the blessing of your love in a new way.
Good afternoon, Julia.
Afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yes, are you busy helping in the house?
Yes, I'm busy here. I want to set the table now.
You're going to set the table?
Yes.
Boy, you are such a good worker, Julia.
Thank you.
You really are.
Thank
Tell me
you.
what you're studying at school.
We are studying the church history, English, French, and Old Testament survey.
Very good. And what do you know? Tell me some French. Give me
Bonjour, madame.
Oh, bonjour, madame.
Yes.
Comment allez-vous?
Je m'appelle Madame Zeban Julia.
Oh, je m'appelle Priscilla.
Bon.
Very good. We both have to do a lot of learning, don't we?
We
For
do.
French. We do, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go say hi to Krista.
Okay.
I'll let you go ahead and do your work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't want to disturb the artist at work. Good afternoon, Krista.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good.
What are you doing, Krista?
Sketching.
You're what?
Sketching.
What are you sketching?
Over here in the cornfield.
The cornfields?
I just noticed that I had a lot of trees to draw and a lot of corn to draw.
Oh, you do. You have a lot to draw there.
And right here is the sun up there. But now you can't see the sun too well because I've been working here.
For a while. Now the sun is going down.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell them what time it is.
What time is it?
It is 5:56. And this is what you're drawing? What are you drawing particularly, Krista?
The cornfield.
The cornfield? Which one? This
The-
one right in front of us here.
Yeah.
Oh. This one. Ah.
And I got a little wavy on the pine tree, so I'm going to do that right here. And I'm going to do that later.
Yes.
So this is the telephone pole. And I'm working on the tree right over there. That's the tree that I'm working on.
Do you hear the birds? The birds are so nice. Ooh, ooh, hi there.
Yeah, we didn't think you were ever going to get us.
Well, I just came out to get Krista. I wanted to get her painting. Actually, she's sketching.
Ah,
What have you been doing?
well, it's been a real day of progress. On the
Really?
house. I mean, accomplishment.
Really?
The wiring completed. I washed the refrigerator for the 4th time, and I think one more time, and it'll be clean.
What do you mean clean?
Well, you know, without any mold on it.
Yeah. Did you do the outside with the bleach?
Outside and inside.
How does the outside look?
I'm going to write home for some Rust-Oleum paint.
Oh,
It's
okay.
beyond saving.
It's beyond
But
saving.
not bad. Not bad.
Uh-huh.
Looking in good shape.
Hey, you know what? We didn't show them our house yet. Shame on us.
Yeah, we did, Krista. You mean the new one?
Our house.
No, we didn't show them our house yet.
I hear a cow.
What
do
was
you think
that?
of that cloud in the sunset? You got one that looks like the Matterhorn, and then you got a big thunderhead right next to it.
Hey, that cloud that I drew back
Boy, is this a
there.
pretty sky, huh? That is
Nice
beautiful.
to have a dry evening after 5 days of rain.
5 days of rain we've had. You know, and it really does affect your disposition.
Non-stop.
Hardly, practically non-stop. Yeah. Well, Grandma would be proud of you, Krista. Yes, she would.
Well, do you want her to see what I did so far?
Do you want to hold it up for me? Oh, I heard that cow. Just hold it up. Hold it. All right, stay right there.
Can you see it well?
Well, hold it still, and I'll try to zero in on it. Because I know the pencil is probably very light.
Let me. I'll come closer. Is it buzzing?
Wait a minute. All right, give it a chance to focus here. That's very nice. It's hard to see. But, no, that doesn't help me. That's good, Krista. You can go back. You know what? We're going to be eating pretty soon. I know, I heard a cow. Do you see it?
No, I can't see it. It may have been one of those cows over there.
I don't see a cow. You know, this is really like living on a farm.
Yeah, there's
This is
kids
a lot like
everywhere.
living on a farm.
Oh, Mommy, can I tell you something? Today I was walking by the booth. I just happened to find out that Eleanor had lice.
What do you mean she had lice?
Well, she did shave her hair.
Eleanor shaved your head?
Yeah. She-
Well,
Surprised she had lice with hair that short.
that could be a sign. Could be.
Would never shame.
Tonight we're waiting for Gary Stevens to come back with the Land Rover from Bemenda. He's been gone since Sunday, and it's now Friday. They had some vehicle trouble. There were 2 vehicles. Gary drove one, and Bevan Bride Cruz drove the other.
I better hurry up.
Our house, you can't even see from the Gallman's home. It's way past there, and one of these days when we get up there, we'll take some pictures. We're still a little bit shy about bringing this camera around. So we're still in the front yard of the Gallman's house most of the time. That's the latrine. That's the door to the latrine. You go in that little door. It's a little cement room with a hole. Yep. And that's what the students have in their homes. Out behind their homes, they have a latrine like that. There's a nice wood pile. All I know is they were trying to herd a chicken in that little room the other day, and I don't know. They certainly couldn't keep chickens in there.
They were trying to do that again.
You know, they could, because on the other side there's a chicken coop. Right over here.
You
Right
know
there,
what?
that's a chicken coop.
You know what Emmanuel said to me?
What?
He was just finished butchering a chicken.
When was that?
A couple, like on the first couple days. He says, "Do you like to play with dead chickens?" And he said, "Do you like dead chickens? Are you afraid of them?" And I said, "No, I sort of." And
Oh, go ahead,
and
do your stuff.
I said, and he said, "Would you like to play with one?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "I don't like to play with dead chickens," and he walked away.
Good girl. Very good. Tell me about what's going to happen with you at school.
Okay,
What was the new plan today?
There's no cafeteria. So, I get to go home. Well, so we go home for lunch.
Yeah.
I get to go home and stay home when we go back
What time will that be that your day ends?
11:30.
No, 12:30.
12:30.
So
I finished my work too fast.
you going to have a half day?
Yes.
Wow.
But I don't want to get used to the whole day when I get inside first grade. I
Yeah.
mean, not third.
Third grade, yeah.
I said, you get hungry, real hungry at school. Mom said that to the teacher that she'll prepare a snack if the kids get real hungry. So we're gonna try to get real hungry and pretend we're really hungry when we're even not hungry, so we can have that snack.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Just answer the question.
Dave's got a dinner bell.
Say, Mrs. Swanson,
Is it on?
you are on TV. Candid camera.
Want me to tour through the Goldman's house?
I did.
Oh,
No.
this guy is just shooting all over.
But here we go.
You know, I said to Julia, I just took a picture of her. I said, when the red light comes on, it's on.
Yeah, but I taped
forgot
it
Rob
over.
had the tape on it.
Well, you know what happened on the back porch? I was putting my tools away, and Julie was so excited. She said something to Amy, and Amy took off. And I said, "What's going on? What's going on?" Oh, she wants to go out and see that.
Oh, she showed up here, and I didn't
Of
know
course,
if she wanted me to take a picture.
Kind of trying to
of
look
her.
casual, I suppose.
Yes, right.
Oh,
Maybe she'll get me on it. Krista, why don't you go get your...
Tommy is receiving some punishment right now for getting himself filthy. Bet you'd like to see what he does here.
See how it comes off when you scrub it.
How's she doing, Tom?
He's showing me his scars on his hand that are hurting him when he puts his hands in the water. The poor boy.
Tell me about it, Tom.
Show him now. Come on. Now you do this side. Grab it and start scrubbing it. Come on. Scrub it good. Gotta scrub. Scrub. Yeah, that's it. That's good. See, it's coming out. It's out.
I don't like this. Sorry. Don't just stand there. Come here and help me.
Is Thursday. On Thursday mornings at 8 o'clock, I go to the Child Care Center, which is just down the street. Today there were about 12 children there, 3 workers, so that's about 3 children. No, 4 children. You can tell I'm a real good math teacher here. That's about 4 kids per worker. All right. When I leave at 10:15, the mothers come and they spend some time with their children. Today I was leaving from coffee and I walked by the Child Care Center, and in the fence I hear this loud cry. I mean, a very loud cry. So, and I knew who it was. It was Bernadette. This is Bernadette. She's a very nice girl. Yeah. And her mother's name is Regular. And Bernadette loves to cry. She loves to cry. And most times when she cries, she doesn't have any tears. She's just crying. She wants to be picked up and held. So I laugh at her. I just think she is so funny, especially when she cries, because her mouth opens up really big. But the other day I got her laughing. I got her tickling, tickle, tickle, tickle. And she has big dimples here when she smiles. So I'm really enjoying Bernadette. So this is the first time I took her out of the child care center, and I brought her home because I have a little free time now. There'll be one less crying baby in there for the other workers. The other two workers are hired by CBTS to watch the children of the mothers are in class and the fathers are in class. So the other day we had 24 children from various ages, from newborns up to age 4, and 3 people. I can figure that now.
Stand her up.
I'll show you this kid. Isn't she nice? She's known by some of us as the fat baby because she has a nice little belly right here. See that belly? You want to walk around my house, Bernadette? You want to walk? You want to walk? Oh, well, you know what? We didn't get her shoes. But she has shoes back at the place that we didn't bring with us. Maybe I'll sit her here. You want me to get you a baby doll? Let's see if she'll cry. Maybe she'll cry for us. I'll be right back, Bernadette. You stay there. I'm going to get a dolly. Let me see if I can get her to smile, because she's really cute when she smiles. Bernadette, look at Bernadette. Bernadette, look. Look at the baby. You like the baby? Are you going to cry? Oh, that's good. Open your mouth up nice and big now. You want this baby? Look at. Uh-oh. She doesn't like the baby. No baby. It's a white baby and it scares her, so we put the baby there. We put the baby there. No more baby. No more baby. These children are so lovable. They love to be held, they love to be touched, and they love to be played with. In Cameroon, parents do not spend time with their children. They hold the babies and they carry the babies, but when they get to be old enough to walk and toddle around like Bernadette, especially if they have a newborn then, they don't spend time at all with their children. If they have older brothers and sisters, they carry babies on their backs. We see children like 6 years old, Krista's age, and younger, carrying their baby.
It's going. Okay. Yes. Apologize for all this jiggling about, but it's all very necessary. I was staying on campus today. Now the key is that I need to keep it level. Okay? Yeah. Does it look level?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. This is our dining room.
Oh, we'll show up the house a little later. Right now, Tommy and I are going out for a walk, and we'll show you where we live. What's that little baby's name, Tom?
Yeah.
Henrietta's little baby.
I don't know.
What, Samuel?
Something. I want to keep that chicken meat now.
Yeah. Look at the jams. The jam should be moving today.
Who put this here?
I don't know.
It's mine now. I'm walking this stick. Okay.
forward to getting rid of these chickens. I'm the Dean of Student Affairs, and one of my jobs is to get rid of all the livestock on campus. So we're going to be putting them all in pots at the end of next week and having a feast. Well, good morning, Ken. Out for a little walk, yeah. Tom, now you don't let on to anybody. If we don't let on, they won't know. Okay? I think. Well, good morning, and welcome to CBTS. I'm Rob Swanson.
Rob Swanson.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Ginny Bradley.
Okay,
Met your
Ginny.
wife last night.
Oh, all right. You were part of the Anna Green Gables gang,
Yes.
huh? Okay. Well, good. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Good morning, Ken. He didn't know. Is it level time? This is laundry day over at Mitzvah. No, not always. Tom, isn't this the walk you do to school every morning?
Yes.
Right now we're walking on Zion Avenue. Although this portion of Zion doesn't get any traffic because it's blocked off up here, so it's mostly for walking. And straight ahead is the office, library, BTH room complex. And walking in the opposite direction is Tommy's teacher, Nancy Grover. Let's see if no, she's not going to come all the way, I don't think. The weather out here is so unpredictable. You can't tell what's going to happen in 10 minutes, if the sun's coming out, if it's going to downpour. Whatever the guess is, it's usually wrong.
Good morning, Joe.
Ah, good morning, Bongo. You listening to FM? Is that FM radio or shortwave?
Shortwave.
Shortwave, okay. Okay, here we are. Like I mentioned, this is the library. I wonder if the library's open. Good morning. There's always a cleaning day in here. Oh, that's great. What's that in your hand, Tom?
Okay. Listen. It can't be bamboo.
Is it bamboo or sugar
No.
cane?
It's sugar cane.
It is, huh?
Yeah, I can play these things. They're not the only things that play in town, but it can be fun.
Oh, look at this little Suzuki. This is the one that that lady from Wycliffe probably drove up in.
Yeah, four-wheel drive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is Tommy's school.
That is JMBC.
Now, let's just look at the school here. Going from right to left, the first two doors is where Tommy's teacher lives. The middle door is a classroom. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah,
What's the fourth door down?
that's the classroom too.
All right, the fifth door is the library,
And that,
and the
that's
sixth door is the storeroom.
yeah.
And we're looking out further down the valley. That's JMBC, which is Joseph Merrick Baptist College. Joseph Merrick was the man, the missionary, who brought Christianity to Cameroon. He was a slave in Jamaica and just didn't want to stay in Jamaica anymore, so he came to Cameroon. And so that's named after him. Good morning, Johnson. Oh, very good, thank you. Beg your pardon?
I sent some gas bottles here for this guy that they should come and put them here.
Oh,
I don't find them.
they're not here yet.
Can't really see it that well because
Yeah. Ah, good morning. Now, what was it with Joseph Merrick again, Tom? He came and was the first of many missionaries. This was like around the 1830s or so, and a wave of British and German missionaries followed. That college, they call it a college, it's really on a high school level, and they would have people from all ages there, and it's strictly for Cameroonians. And it's a resident college, people live there who go there. And, well, I'm not certain, it seems to be about 200 students. Right now we're walking down away from the center of campus. I haven't shown you the chapel or classroom block, we'll get to that. We're walking toward the residences for staff. Most of the staff live in this area. We do not. There's only two of us who live over near the students. And frankly, I really love it like that. We don't have as big a house as these. Over here, that's where the Stevens live. It's a nice walk because it's downhill. We do some real huffing and puffing. We're going in the other direction. Altitude, I saw a map that looked pretty authoritative. We're at 6,800 feet. Seems like whoever you asked, you get a different answer for that. But this map seems to be pretty accurate. We are walking up to the Boomer family. Whose bike is that, Tom?
Hello, son.
Ah, good morning. Hey, you're getting a good early start. Yeah. Good morning.
Hello, son. You fixed my bike?
Is this your bike, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them riding it yesterday. Good morning, William. What was broken on it, Tom? What have you got there, Eleanor? What have you got there? Show me. Show me. Oh, the hat just fell off. Yeah. Oh. As if you don't have enough children to take care of. The tire, it doesn't look all that tight. What'd you pay for that bike, Tom?
500 francs.
500 francs. Big money.
Yeah.
That's
$2.50?
$2.50. Now, down here is where we have the chickens. Remember what happened, Tom, about a month ago? We're walking down here, and there was somebody trapped in the chicken house. 300 chickens and no lights, and a couple of them were dead. What's that bell for? 10 past 8 bell. Something over at JMBC they're calling the people to. Ahead of us here is where the Gullmans live, and this is the remotest portion of the campus. We own more land down there, it's just not developed. I don't know if you can see how rich this soil is. In fact, all throughout here, the soil is very different. The runoff footpaths and drainage ditches are generally the same thing. And we're not going to walk any further here, but why don't we go on up this hill toward the Burgess' house. What do you hear?
The church up there. If he'd stop hitting his bell, we might hear it.
Let's go up this hill. This was all, hey look, who chopped this down?
Some kids. Oh, I have to show you what we do.
Was this done by hand, Tom?
Yeah.
That's a huge work.
I have to show you.
This grass over here, just a few days ago, was 3-4 feet tall.
Look, I have to show you what the kids do. These and spears. That one wasn't very good because it was wet.
For fun or for
fun.
As a weapon?
As a weapon.
The home of our librarian, Dave Burgess. He and Mary June and family have been out here 20 years, so their house is very well developed. They have generators and machines and tile and a very luxurious home. There's probably no home in the entire village of Indu like this one. In fact, as we just look over the landscape here, we are comparatively extremely wealthy. The people here just have so little, and we have so much. In a little bit we'll walk down toward the couple's housing, and it's rather unbelievable. Elijah Bongason came over to visit me yesterday. He's got 7 children, and they're living in a 3-room unit. 2 of the rooms are about 7 feet by 8 feet, and then the 1 room is about 15 feet by 8 feet. Right here is where Anna Marie Hattenauer lives. Tom, be kind to that chicken, although Anna Marie wouldn't mind if you took care of that chicken for her. You're in trouble now, Tom. This is the drainage ditch I was talking about. When we get rain, this thing just fills up with water. But it's amazing how little erosion there is. This laterite path that I'm walking on is just as hard as asphalt. Very little erosion through
They
here.
wake us up in the middle of the night.
What, the chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna Marie does not like that chicken.
It's the Stevens house pet.
The chicken?
Yeah.
No.
Charlie. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're gonna get crowed at again. Yeah, he took care of you. Alfred Boomel is the vice president of the school, and that's where he lives. And next to Alfred is Lulu Williams, another tutor and a chaplain of the school. In between there is their woodshed and their chicken coop. You having trouble, Tom? Now be kind to the chicken. Good morning. These chickens are going to get you. Up here is the home of John McClure. Long time spiritual leader and tutor. We've walked around a big circle. Here are the men once again. You do good work. Very good work. Let's walk up to the gate here, Tom, and walk over to the classroom block and back down to the chapel.
One animal that I do like here, the goats.
Yeah, the goats don't.
One livestock.
Well, there's a little goat over there, but.
And 2 goats.
Chickens. We're told that once dry season comes, we have a lot more trouble with pigs on campus.
Pigs?
Yeah. They come and they eat up everything, particularly the students' corn.
Pigs.
Yeah. And
Oh no.
what we do is when we have stray animals, we have a bounty. And we pay 500 francs for anyone who can catch a pig.
Really?
500 francs. But pigs are so powerful and fast, they're difficult to catch. So it takes generally a few students to round them up. And then we put them in a pen and we wait for the owner to come. And when the owner comes, he has to pay a fine to get his pig back. In other words, you could call it a pig pound. We're walking outside the gate right now.
Just up there. I know.
Here we are. We are right now walking out the gate to the ring road.
You have to see the school. The school you can see up here. Hey, you want to go to class gate?
We will, Tom. I don't think we're going to do that now. Yeah, just go down that road 90 miles and you're in Bemenda. These potholes here are nothing. This is an excellent portion of road right here. Here comes a taxi. He's doing all right. Oh, he's going to turn in. Good morning. No, let's go this way, Tom. We'll catch that later. Well, we can only get to the gate of the palace, and I'm going to do that later, too.
Well, we can go to the palace. What if we want to walk? There's a kilometer.
Backpack is working pretty well. I don't think very few people have even seen a video camera before. So, they may.
So they don't know what it is.
I really don't think they do. Let's walk up here. This is a road that gets very little traffic.
There, except for Anna Maria and her dirt bike. She's an old woman with a dirt bike that costs $600 with 3 shocks.
3 shocks, a
Couldn't
bell.
believe it when I saw it.
She is something else. Riding the market. We are virtually the only whites within 15 miles. And there are about, 20 adults, maybe another dozen children or so. And that is it. So when we go into market, we stand out. And when we go into market riding a bicycle, like Anna Marie does,
Fluorescent
a woman
one.
in her mid-50s, little woman, can't be 5 feet tall.
With a fluorescent bike with 3
yeah.
shocks. I don't know if we'll be able to see the camera.
Now, I don't know if you get a sense for what we've been doing, but we've just walked around in a big circle. Straight ahead is Tommy's school again.
In the tennis court.
In the tennis court, where all kinds of games are played.
There
Going
is
over a little bit further, we have another staff housing. That's where the Redmonds presently live, our
And the
academic
Bright
team.
Crews.
And the Bright Crews. Do they?
And- Yeah,
they
the
do,
Bright
that's right.
Crews live right there.
I get that confused with the rest house.
And down there at GMBC they have a basketball court, so I'm
Yes, they
pretty
do.
set off. And Philip Burgess brought free basketball, so. And all of the NBA playoff games and
That
the
the Pistons
championship.
won, yeah.
And they have a VCR and a television set, so I
So
can
we
watch it
have-
whenever I want.
We have got to get a tape of that Little League World Series. Even if we see it at Christmas time, that would be a real treat. Now, we're not going to walk up further here, but let me just show you the classroom block. Most of the classes are here. Every one of those little sections is a half a class, so there are 3 classes on each side of this building.
And the bookstore's up there.
We have classes that go on from 8:15 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We have to put it that way because we have so many students and so few classes. We'll see, there are 6 classes here. There's another class straight ahead, which is the women's department. Plus we have 2 classes over in the office administration building. Students here, the CTC program, the certificate program, they have approximately 27 hours of classes a week, which is an enormous amount. It's amazing to get any homework done at all. There's my friend Benjamin, who's mowing grass. He has been a tremendous help to me in just telling me the needs of students.
You want to go in the chapel?
I think we need to go to the chapel as we just look at this classroom block one more time. It's the only lawnmower on campus, and it does very little lawn. In fact, it's broken. In fact, something you need to know about Cameroon, nothing works well. And if you try to get a replacement part, you can get it, but there's only one reason why you get it. That part doesn't work. Because if it worked, it'd be used somewhere. Morning, Benjamin. Oh, very good, very good. How's that machine working for you? It is. Good. Terrific. I don't know if you can see the campus here, but we're looking down the hill toward the Goldman's house, toward the chicken coop. Straight ahead is the Tudor houses, or you can see the roofs at this point. Big fig tree here. Kids like to throw sticks and rocks up to knock the figs down and eat them and bring them home. This is our chapel, which also serves as Emmanuel Baptist Church on Sundays, which is a church that doesn't have a building, but it meets here. The outside of this building is somewhat smaller than Long Hill Baptist Church. Yet there's about 300 here every Sunday morning. Outside here in this cement area, this is the nursery. There are about 5 benches on each side, and the small children and mothers sit out here. And there's something going on inside, so we're going to be very quiet.
This is a drum.
Get it. These people are getting ready for their choir rehearsal. They're singing tomorrow. Oh, we have to stay for this. Good morning. They make good music. Let's walk down to Mitzvah Town, maybe look at the carpenter shop, and then we'll go back home.
That's the town.
Yeah, that's right. From here you can see off in the distance the tops of houses from town. We'll take you to town some other time. I don't think I'll have any trouble doing that. There isn't anybody who's noticed the video camera yet.
Except maybe a gendarme or two. If they see it, you're in trouble.
Right ahead is Mitzvah. Mitzvah is not only Mitzvah, but there's the Little Flock Nursery School is here, plus a storage room. There's about 1,500 square feet. 10 by 100, 12, 1,800 square feet, which houses 38 men. So the quarters are very tight, but they're very happy. And this is Saturday, so it's laundry day. Good morning.
Do they have classes on Saturday
No classes on Saturday.
or Sunday?
Good morning, Moses.
Or Sunday?
No classes on Sunday. Let's go see what George is working on.
Whenever I hear him sawing, whenever I come here, someone's sawing.
Yeah. Good morning.
She's got a good morning with them. That would be nice. George, is this my pen?
First of all, this is the generator. This guy. Tom, remember we thought this thing broke down? Good morning. The engine froze on it. We thought we needed to come up with about 15 million francs for a new engine. However, it was just out of oil, and it was a piston that had a bearing that had broken. So we lucked out.
I don't think you're getting it, Dad.
Well, that's okay. You are making a table?
Yes.
You are? Well, good. Too bad that table saw doesn't work over there. It looks like a beautiful table saw, but it's never used. Everybody, they're going to saw something, they saw it by hand.
This is a table for a church.
Good. Very good.
Does the table saw work?
No. I haven't heard very many good reports about the table saw. Is there screening here? Screen? Screen. For a window, so bugs don't fly in. Let me just look around the corner here. I know it's somewhere, but I think it's in the storeroom. It is not here. Okay.
I don't think.
No. Anyway, sorry for interrupting. That's the carpenter shop. If we need something, we try to get it from them. Of course, many times they cannot oblige. Straight ahead, if you look all the way up, that's where we live. That big house right at the end of the road. The Benders live on the right, and we live on the left. Let's go over here to... Morning, Lobe. This is the nursery school. That's okay. I just want to walk up through here, Tom. This is the married student housing. Over there is their washroom, showers and the like. Kitchens. Students cook here. Good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Samson. No rain today. That is good. Clothes can dry.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Well,
Good
good.
morning.
Very good.
Thank you.
This is my son, Tom. Tommy. Yes.
Hi, Ebenezer.
Good morning.
Hello.
Beg your pardon? That's correct. You're the first one who's seen it. Nobody has seen it but you.
Later. Later.
I see you used to send your film.
Yes. Yes. Well, I've sent once I did.
I came from up
Yes.
there and I just was walking.
Okay, I would like to send mine along if you.
Okay. I'm not having it sent back, however. It's staying in the United States.
I see.
But I can give you the address and all the information.
Okay.
I don't know what it would cost you to have it sent back here. Perhaps the best thing to do is to have it sent to somebody in the United States and have them send it back here. That'd be the safest thing. And that somebody could be my parents. They're the ones who take care of my mail.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, but I can get that information for you.
All right.
Yeah, I know James. We're going home now.
Okay.
Yes, well, good morning.
Morning.
Not too many people in Cameroon have even seen these before.
Yeah, Ebenezer caught on.
When you go far into the villages,
Yeah.
but many people have seen it in places like towns and so on.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And some have their own. Yeah, some have
Really?
their own here.
Oh, good. Very good.
Ebenezer didn't know what it was, but he caught on. Hey, this is something
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it on still?
Who's Ebenezer?
Is it on? Dad,
Okay.
Is it on?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he's
Nobody
on
knows
to
that,
work.
though. They have spotted the video camera, but they don't know it's on.
I think he the camera was on him
Hey,
for a little bit.
this is the kitchen. We have students who get food service here.
Ebenezer, George, and Hanson sell things on this table.
Let's show you right here. This is where all the food is cooked for special occasions on campus. It's all down in that pot. Now you see down here, that's busy cooking away. And you say, well, where's the fire? I don't see the fire. We'll go out the door and I'll show you the fire. You just walk out around the building. Good morning. Who's in charge of the fire?
The cook.
The cook. You are the cook. Yeah.
I know, Henry.
Huh?
I know.
Yeah. Well, good job. Good job.
Very nice.
Well, I think this little walk of mine is coming to an end. And there's our home. Oh, look at that goat. What's that goat doing
Where?
on the wood pile?
That goat.
Tommy, don't chase the goat.
It's a stray goat.
I know it. Let's see. He's being a mountain goat right now. Let's go watch him do his impersonation of a mountain goat. There he is.
You're surrounded.
Okay, mountain goat. What are you going to do now?
Give up.
Isn't that good?
Give up.
Oh, come on, Thomas. Don't throw it at him.
Going up to our yard. Up to the vendor's door.
Oh, brother. Tommy, leave the goat alone. And here we are. Good morning.
Good
morning.
If I had my rubber gun or slingshot, I could have got that goat so easily. Could have pinned him to the wall.
Yeah.
Just carried it. That chicken would have been
Here we go.
if I had it. Let's go back here. Tom! That stick is mine. No, it's not. Yeah, isn't it true?
Yeah, she brought it home. Well, it was a good walking stick for us today. Good morning.
Where'd you find it? That's not a stick, that's grass. You know. Is that grass? Tom, you know, did you see the little shells? Oh, wait, then you go to the
Hey, good morning. Edwin, correct?
Yes,
Well, welcome.
thank you.
Oopsie. I just gotta go back one.
Okay. Should we follow you, Kristen? Okay. With that, I think I'll turn us off. I can. Of course, maybe I should,
How did it go, Rod?
well, I don't know how it went. Let's see, just...
Ebenezer found out that we were taping. He didn't, I'm not sure he knew what it was, but he saw it. He goes, what is that? I said, the bag.
I'm just lounging around.
Okay.
Saturday morning.
Well, that is it, friend.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Da da This Old House with your hostess, Priscilla Swanson.
Well, here we are. Morning, Krista. Good day. This is the next show of This Old House. We want to show you this house, this lovely house, which is very old and it's in the process of being restored and expanded. What you see here is the dining room. The dining room and the living area is part of the original house. And this lovely floors are made of concrete. This house is actually made out of red bricks, mud bricks, covered over with plaster and then painted. Aren't they lovely? Yes, and look at this vintage fireplace. Krista, come on over here. And this fireplace provides the family with warmth either in the morning or in the evening when it's cool. Here. This furniture is all handmade. It is very old. These cushions can be bought easily in Newtown and covered with any fabric that you please. Yes, there's been a lot of work being done in this old house, but let me show you another old room that was part of the original house. This room is very small. It's being used as Thomas's bedroom. Welcome. You can see that we do have a beautiful world map on the wall here. One of Tommy's favorite things to look at. Down here we have cardboard boxes that hold his clothes because at the present time we have no shelves to put clothes on. But we do have one chair and we have this beautiful bed which he made this morning. Okay. And we have a nice window for him and curtains on his windows and his boots are here and we even have Rowie. Very important. Okay, this is Tommy's room. It's small, but it's private, and that's what he likes. He has a little hanger hook here for his shirts, and of course, basketball hoop. All right, Krista, let's show him the kitchen because that's part of the. Actually, the kitchen is a new. Let me take you to the one last room that's an old. That's the girls' bedroom. Krista, you want to show him your bedroom?
Yes.
This is part of the original house.
This is my bed, which I picked so I can run in and jump on the bed. And this is Stephanie's bed. And, Dad, come in. And this is a little bookshelf that we keep our clothes on. It's not that neat. And
Christy, you have to show him this great closet space.
And we got closet space.
Very large closet
And
area.
I think I showed you the tape about our rug.
Okay. Okay. I want to show them the pantry. Come on in. I'm going to show you this very useful space right here. This is called our pantry. This bookshelf that we have put here provides a lot of storage space for our dishes. This is a box of sugar that we have that we're storing here, and any extra things that we brought with us.
Yes, so
Okay, come on, I want to show you some of the new rooms that have been added onto the house. The first room I'll show you is the kitchen, okay? This kitchen starts right away where you see this refrigerator. Doesn't really look like much, but let me tell you, this refrigerator has been scrubbed, bleached, and cleaned, and this is as clean as it's going to get. And it is a kerosene-operated refrigerator, okay? And we are very happy to have it working right now. Okay, right here we have a beautiful gas stove. Opens up. I just made some bread in here last night, and I have to tell you it came out quite nice. Although the temperature reading goes only as high as 215. So I wish it was a little hotter. Okay, over here we've just had a sink installed just this past week. Cold water here, hot water. Faucet broke off, so we don't get hot water in the kitchen. We have to heat up all our hot water for washing dishes and pots like you see over here on the stove. Right in front of you are the beautiful cabinets that the carpenter came in. Day by day he would do another little step, and we're quite happy now that we have drawers to put things in. And these lovely cabinets can carry all of our food. I want to show you what we get here in Cameroon. This is not part of the house, but it's part of our diet here. We get beautiful Edam cheese from Holland. It's really terrific. Okay, let's show them the rest of the house that's been added on. Come on.
Follow me.
Okay, this is an anteroom. We use this for storage. It's kind of dark. Okay, come on in here. This is the master bedroom. Just show them the master bedroom here. This is the master bedroom. It's the biggest bedroom in the house, and it's a very pleasant room, as you can see. This bed we got from the Gulman's house, and these are all handmade curtains with the African fabric that we got in the marketplace. And we also have a picture on the wall, and we have this beautiful, huge closet area right here. Isn't that terrific? All handmade. And then we have a very unusual piece of furniture that I'm sure you'll really be delighted to see. This very large bureau. It has tremendously big drawers. Let me just show you one. This is the top drawer. All right? I have some of my clothes in here. Stephanie has some of her clothes in here. This is a drawer that Stephanie and Krista share with their clothes. And we gave Dad the bottom drawer. So he has the bottom drawer. Terrific, solidly built bureau. Okay, let's see. Would you like to see what the backyard is like? We'll take you out there and show you that.
It's great.
Before we go to the backyard, I got to show you the bathroom. Okay, this is our lovely bathroom. That we are none of the students have bathrooms. Okay, so we have a sink. We have a wonderful tub here. Then we have hot water, and we have a toilet that flushes. Yes. That's unusual here. And look here what we have. The carpenter, Rob, has been constructing some nice towel racks for us and a shelf here to put our toothbrushes and cups. Right now, all we have is a chair. That's what we have to use because we don't have anything to put our bathroom things on. So come on out here and let's see the backyard.
Our backyard is really great because all the town's goats come in, and that's where Tom likes to shoot the goats.
Okay, shoots the goats out here. This is a area that takes you to our laundry place where we hang up the laundry on rainy days when it's wet. You hang up your laundry. I wonder if I have any dry things here. Oh yeah, I do. Take this down. I got a couple dry things here. That's great. But some other wet things. And this is one of our rooms that we just found out that we have. It's a storeroom. It's really a country kitchen. This is where Cameroonian families cook their food. You come in here, it's very dark, so you may not be able to see. But inside here, there's a little hole in the cement, and there's 3 rocks. And what they do is they build a fire right here. They build a fire here, and then they set their pots on the rocks, and they heat up all their water. They cook all their food here, and I've heard it said that the women are so good at managing and controlling the temperature of their own fires. They even can turn it down at 10 degrees. They just know just how to do it with their wood. So that's what that is, but we use it for maybe a storeroom now. Would you like to see where we hang up our clothes on the nice sunny days? Just so you see what it looks like? Come on out here. By the way, we have a laundry helper. Her name is Amy. And she does the laundry. She washes it along, see this little shelf here where Stephanie's standing. She puts the big bowl down here and she leans over and she scrubs the clothes. And yesterday she was here for 4 hours in the morning scrubbing clothes. Come on around here. This is the back door of the Bender's house. It's nice having them close by. This is their wood pile. And on the other side of this wood pile is our wood pile. This is a nice faucet where we can get a hold of some town water. When we wash our laundry, we can just bring the bucket over here. And then, Krista, why don't you run up there and just show us that hanging area. Run up the stairs. We had these stairs custom made that Krista's climbing right now. Yes, those stairs were cut in by one of the helpers we had. And here's the whole nice big laundry area.
And this is the Bender's right next to us.
Yes. You can see in the background there's a little mist blowing into the area. It looks like we might be going to have some rain
See?
in a little while.
look up there, and right on that road is the town, and all the town goats come in, and that's where Tom shoots all the goats.
Well, I think that's about it now for today's episode of This Old House.
Wait, and we have this fire. It's still on? Do it on the house, then the side.
Do 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 And now, the second part of This Old House. Your host, Rob Swanson.
Welcome. Part 2 of This Old House. Some things that you wouldn't get, that you wouldn't come to see on your first time around. Presently, I'm standing with my daughters in the living room. Krista is standing on some cardboard. This cardboard we dare not throw out, even though it is dirty, because this is the closest thing we can find within a 20-mile radius to a doormat. And with this, we scuff our feet in, because all around our house is mud. What we have here, just a couple of interesting items that I'm sure you'd like to be aware of. This is nothing at all. I found this, and I said I can make a table out of that, and as soon as I can find some wood, that's exactly what I will do. Wood around here doesn't come from any kind of a lumber yard. It comes from some guy with a chainsaw. And it's amazing what they can do. They just cut right through a tree lengthwise with their chainsaw. It comes out kind of bumpy, so if I can find some wood, then I need to find a plane. And I'll plane it down, and we'll make a table out of this. It'll be a rather nice end table. Fortunately, I have a very artistic family, so they have decorated the walls here with some masterpieces. Over here we have the one picture in the house that Tommy has done. This is a picture of a dog looking in the opposite direction. It has a boxer tail, but it does have floppy ears. This is our lantern, bush lamp. When the lights go out in the evening time and everything is just pitch black, we kind of feel ourselves around and we try to find this. We find the matches and we light it up. And it provides us with some emergency lighting. Tommy has really the finest room in the house. There's virtually nothing wrong with that room. These rooms that were painted, it only took about a week for it to dry. We were rather happy about that. Paint, glossy, takes forever to dry. Well, let's look at the other. Now we're moving into the part that was poured back in June, early July. So the floor is still wet, and we are doing all that we can to dry it out. We have two pieces of furniture in this room other than our bed. The first piece of furniture is this closet. And what you need to know about this closet is that it was made in our own carpenter shop. Francis carried this thing up on his head. This weighs empty, must weigh 150 pounds. Francis put it right on his head. He walked uphill about 200 yards, and he put it down here. I have yet to meet a Cameroonian who is taller than I am. 19 out of 20 of them are smaller weight-wise, but they're powerful, powerful people. Not bulky, but you feel their shoulders, and it's just muscle. Francis carried that up. A different story about this bureau that you saw earlier. This was not made in the carpenter shop, but it was made recently by a man in town who makes beds. He makes nothing but beds. Well, he started with this, and to us it kind of looks like something that began as a bed but ended up as a bureau. I'm not sure he knows how to make anything smaller than a bed size, so that's where he came up with this. Join me. This is our water heater. It's a very nice unit provided you have enough water pressure. which we don't. So we've just been having a terrible time getting the water pressure to activate the unit so as to produce hot water. I put this little stovepipe in up here so that we wouldn't all asphyxiate as a result of taking our hot baths. We came in, like most things in Africa, it's broken, and sure enough, we have a broken toilet seat. We had a broken tank too also, but we're able to fix that. And real soon we're going to be having towel racks throughout this area. It's starting to rain, but perhaps you could just stand here and I'll stand underneath here. And I'll point out a couple of things. There was a rainy day about 3 weeks ago. Amos came over, Amos and 4, and Amos built this tower. And on top of the tower, you have our water tanks. Those tanks supposedly provide enough pressure, and really it's doing pretty well. We've had a difficult time getting the system going and operating, but it's working well. Water from the town filters into those tanks, much like a big toilet bowl tank. Just filters in, the float comes to the top, turns it off. And it not only provides pressure for us, but it also provides water when the water in town is shut off. And water in town is frequently shut off. And when it is shut off, it's generally up to us, namely the school, to come and get it going again. Come back a little bit further. You'll see a little handle down here. That is a shutoff down here. Down in here is a shutoff in there. And when we turn it off, the good news is that it prevents all of our water from going to feed all of the other houses on Zion Avenue. When we turn it on, it means that we get much better water pressure because we get water pressure from the town, plus we get the water pressure from our tanks. So there's a benefit in having it on, but there's a detriment too, because when it is on, you can also lose all of your water. We come back a little further. We have a nice little lean-to here, which is covering firewood. This little building here is coming down because it's not serving any function. The little building in the back is a latrine, and it might be smart to hang on to that because you never know when the plumbing is going to be going out. So I think that is about it. That is this old house. The only room we haven't been in is the kitchen. Won't you join me? This refrigerator that you were introduced to earlier, it was just a marvel we were able to find it. But because we found it, it means there was something wrong with it. Otherwise, somebody would have been using it. So we found it, and sure enough, it wasn't working. And it wasn't working because the unit underneath had some broken pieces in it. We were able to put the broken pieces together and from replacement parts, and fortunately, we have it going. These things are extremely expensive. $2,000 to buy something like this new, which is a tremendous amount of money here in Cameroon because the people just don't have the money. Refrigerators are expensive. Bananas are inexpensive. I figured it out that you could purchase one of these babies for approximately 75,000 bananas. Aren't you glad you know that? Similar with the stove. I just can't believe how clean this is. This stove took about 6 hours to clean. Scrubbing, re-scrubbing, and it pretty much works. What doesn't work is, well, first of all, the handle is missing, and then underneath, the top burner is also missing. But other than that, it does a pretty good job. Over here, we had a little mishap. We have our cold and hot water, but you have to understand the quality here. This is the kind of thing that you would find in little girls' kitchens that you'd get at Toyland, or child. Can't even remember what it's called anymore. Kids R Us, Toys R Us. Anyway, somebody, I don't know who, it could have been me, I think it was one of our helpers, just went and turned the water off. And in doing so, snapped it in half. And there are no replacement parts, but we were fortunate enough to find a plug. So now we can run our cold water without having the cold coming running right out and leaking out the hot water. So we feel very fortunate about that. There are a lot of mistakes underneath here, but I won't get into that at this time. But what we have here is a very, very comfortable kitchen. We're hoping to find some screens. There are no screens, again, within 15 or 20 miles, but perhaps next time we get down to Kumbo, we can find some screens that will prevent the flies from coming in, because there are a lot of flies in the dry season. What you're looking at right now is what's providing the nice light in here this afternoon. We are fortunate enough to have a skylight, and it really provides a very nice light. So I don't want to be giving a negative portrayal of our house in life here, but I do want to give a realistic portrayal of it. It is very, very different. Along the walls here, we have plugs. They're all dead. We have one plug in the house that works. Over here, we have our water filter. We boil water, we pour it in the top, and it drips down. But the water is not very clean around here, so that about as good as we can do is get the equivalent of around 3.5 liter bottles a day out of this, which isn't really enough, so we buy soda. But interestingly, water is more expensive than soda. So only in Cameroon would that be true. You got to see what Priscilla made. This was yesterday. She experimented with bread baking, and because our stove only gets up to 315, not the 450 that the recipes require, we didn't know if it was going to come out. But because of our high altitude, the dough just rose beautifully, and it was light, and it's not real brown, but it is cooked, and it's just delicious. So we're going to be having some really fine bread through here. These are nice rolls, and we had some of the rolls with our beef stew today. Well, I think that's going to do it for this round of this old house.
Welcome, everybody! It's rainy season, as you can see. Yes, the rain is coming down very hard while Tom's taking a walk. What? Oh, that's just right. Look by the steps. You see a big puddle floats down, guys, by the sidewalk. That's not very loud, or else you can't hear anything. Yes, the rain is coming down and hard. From all different directions, too. I bet when I close this window, the window is gonna be cracked. Yeah, this is the backyard. They always have lots of watermelons down there. I would like to be walking with Tommy to school and holding the umbrella. It was all wet, and so was the ground.
One of these girls is kind of different. One of these girls is not the same. Can you tell which girl is different? Can you try to play our game? Can you play our game? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. One of these girls is.
Oh, Krista, I forgot to tell you, there's a chameleon on the loose. Where? I don't know. It's in our room someplace. Where'd you put it?
Well, this sky is just not as beautiful as it was 2 minutes ago. I mean, it was not only there, but it was beautiful all the way up here. Now you just see a faint pink tinge up there, but oh, was it beautiful just 2 minutes ago. And I ran to get this camera, and now it's different. That's one of my neighbors. And this is a woman who stopped. She stopped because she saw me with this camera.
Everybody wants to be snapped.
Oh,
No chameleon on the loose anymore.
no chameleon?
Nope,
What happened to
on
it?
the loose.
That's Henrietta's house right there. Henrietta's door is on the side.
I found this up inside the Stevens tree.
Who's that?
What? Give it to me. Why?
Oh.
No, it's not. Yes. Where'd you find it? I didn't
That's Moses.
Where
Moses
is
Tony.
it? How do you know? That's Matthew's. He put it up there. I told him. I said it's in Stevens tree. No, yeah, you know
Krista.
Matthew's her name.
Krista, what are you going to do in about 5 minutes?
Go to computer class.
Computer class?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Do you know how to? Do you know what you're doing with the computer?
Nope.
You're gonna find out, right?
Yeah. Oh, birds! You're gonna learn how to turn it on and do the discs.
The discs.
How do you know? Because she told me. Krista, don't ruin the stick. I'm not ruining the stick. It's her stick. Yeah, it is, Stephanie. Remember, I found it up inside the treehouse, and then I showed
There's the
it to
gas
Matthew
station.
and Nathan, and now Matthew said it's
Local
his.
gas station there.
Oh, I thought she said that she found it.
Total gas.
She found it at the Stevens, and then they skipped it.
Post office is over there. You see some vehicles.
I know, okay. Why do you suppose it was at the door?
That's the post office right there.
Where? Oh, are you looking at it right now?
Yeah. Well,
Let's take a walk to the Little Flock Nursery to see what's going on this morning. Ooh. Good morning. Good morning, children.
Good morning.
Oh, you're playing nicely. That's very, very nice. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to see what all is going on here. Well, this looks like a fun place. Good morning, children. Ooh. Is this David? Oh. Well, are we singing or are we doing activity work?
We're going to sing. Want to sing? Look at this Bernadette.
Oh, hi Bernadette.
Samuel, can you help me sing? Do I see them sing and clap?
Yes.
All right, we'll just do it, but we won't just pretend you're not here.
Yeah,
All
good.
right. Are you going to say clap for me? When I remember what the Lord has done for me, I won't look back anymore. When I remember what the Lord has done for me. Come on, Sam. You gotta help me here, Sam. Come over here. Come on. You gotta dance with me. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Good luck. When I remember what the Lord has done for me, I won't turn back anymore.
just stopped in the kitchen. Elijah is not here, but I don't think he'd mind if I just checked to see what he is cooking. Oh boy, this is heavy. Looks like soup. Boiling away. This is the kitchen that makes the food for the students. We're going out the door. We head toward the dining hall where they actually eat. And if you'd like to see the furnace that cooks that good food, we have to come out back. And this is the fire that's cooking the pot. You can see the bottom of the pot right at the top. And this is the second course. It's just getting started. The kitchen at CBTS. Mitzvah, the kitchen's where the students cook for themselves. Background there we have some of the married student housing. This is the water house where students can get their water. There's a goat that I'm going to have to get. He's not allowed on campus anymore. His deadline came up on October 1. Heading on out behind those tall eucalyptus trees that go up about 130, 140 feet or so is the center of the village of Mdu. And as we look at the back of some married student housing, and then we go across the street, right in the center is the house of the Benders, and you can just barely see our front door. So as you see, we're very close to student housing and to student life.